So what we effectively had to do was to create a way of making it possible for multiple people to log on. So you would effectively come in, you'd summon the keyboard and you'd log on. And that would then give you your graphical user interface. And here you then have access to different apps. The second person can then come in and log on and do the same. And away they go. So now we've got two people logged on. There is something that Exeter specified that they wanted for guests, which is called local mode. It will just give a very limited access, and you're not actually logging on to the Active Directory network at that point. I mean, all of the students at Exeter here have access to their own file space. They refer to it as a U drive on Active Directory. And I believe there's 17,000 accounts, so it's quite an achievement to be able to get that many to log on to onto the PCs. So what you can do is you can then, I mean, this is just a guest account. We've just pulled out some media. What we've done is we've thrown onto the wall the screen so that other people working in the room. And that was done for a reason again, because you can't really see where we're working on a flat surface. If people were over on the red table over there, I didn't point out all the tables are colour coordinated, which you'll see, and there's a reason for that in a minute. They can't see what's going on here, whereas if it goes onto a screen, and we could throw this table onto all the screens. And get here, we'll just pick some images, and this could be literally anything. And then all of those files that they could be video files, they could be Word files, they could be PDFs or whatever. And then you can open these files and you can start showing them around. And I could move them over here, I could move them there. Now, it takes a little bit to get your head around this, but if you think about it, these files belong to me. They've come out of my file space, so they don't belong to the chap that's logged on here. They still belong to me. So we had to find a way, if we're going to properly collaboratively work, if I want to share it in the true sense, I've got to be able to give it to the other users on this table. So we came up with something we call the rabbit hole, actually, funny enough. Just open that label up there, and with a 3-finger swipe anywhere on the table, you'll get a rabbit hole will pop up. The dots on here correspond to the other tables in the room that are actually logged onto at the moment. Now, if I wanted, for instance, to share, let's use Exeter. So I popped that into the rabbit hole. Now, any of these users here that are live on this table now could take that and drag it into their own space, and now they have their own version. So I've still got mine, it still belongs to me, but that now is saved onto their U drive on their file space. Now, if, for instance, we wanted to spread, I mean, I can do this with any of the 4 users. If we wanted to spread that further afield, let's send Exeter. Let me just delete that just so you can see that it's happening afresh. We're going to send it to the black table. We'll send it to the beige table, the black table. Blue's got Google Earth on it, but we should be able to send it over there to the green table, and let's throw the white table too. So I think the white table's already got that logo on it, but you'll see it anyway.